There we go. Okay, come here, you. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. Say hi. She's uh, she's a little corker. All right, so we'll start with centering, and I'll just go with how I'm guided for this, and we'll see how we do. So just lift up tall in your spine. Let go of the day. Monday, Monday. Bring your attention to your breathing. Focus and follow your breath in and out. Notice if it's smooth or erratic today. Notice your mental state, your emotional state. They're very closely linked. And your physical state. Just a body scan. Checking around. Just for signals from your body as to what's going on and if there are things you need to do for your body according to the messages that you're receiving. Now just go a little deeper inside yourself, calming yourself more and more, relaxing. And check to see where inside yourself is. What does that mean to you? Now, normally when we work with the light in our meditations, we draw it in from the universe. But we talked about a mantra for emergencies or, challenges where you need to have a mantra because it takes too long to visualize your outcome. So the mantra changes the energy immediately. But we create light within ourselves as well as bringing it in from the spiritual realms. So I would just suggest starting with that place that you consider inside yourself, quote unquote. Where is that spot? Maybe it's larger than a spot, but whatever that means to you for your personal attention, wherever that place is within yourself, start to see a little dot of light, really bright, brilliant, shimmery, shining light, starting with a dot. So we'll attune to breath, and I'm going to suggest that as you bring your arms out and lift them up and breathe your deep breath, bringing hands overhead and then exhaling down. Every time you inhale, that spot of light grows. So breathing arms up, that dot expands with your breath. You're creating light. Just imagine that you naturally know how to do this, creating light within yourself. Because your wise woman does know. Just use your imagination. Exhale your arms down. Breathe it up. Now, create your light so that it's expanded out beyond your body, like where your arms are all around you. That's like the edge of this ball of light or egg-shaped light. And then we're going to stand and just kind of shake out your legs and hips, some jiggles to wake up your joints. All right. So again, breathing your arms up overhead, high overhead, expanding the light, and let it keep expanding until you imagine filling the whole earth with light. You can take it out that far immediately, or you can expand it to your city, state, continent, country, continent, however you want to do that. But every time you breathe, it gets brighter, bigger. And this is your creation. And just a few more rounds. And one last breath in, bringing arms overhead, creating more light into the earth, filling the earth with light. Sometimes we see these commercials or the maps showing the earth at night with all the lights on, usually in our own country. But just imagine the whole earth is one solid ball of light, emanating more light. And this is what you're creating and expanding and sharing to help the earth and all of humanity. See this light go all the way down to the center of the earth. It's different from the molten center. This is spiritual healing light. All right. Now we're going to come back to that briefly throughout our practice, and I'll explain why later. But you're welcome to open your eyes now. And we're just going to come into a standing twist. So separate your feet out and twist around gently. Kind of notice how your spine feels, your shoulders, your neck. And then come back to center. And again, for hips and low back, just bring one knee up and then the other. Whoops, falling off my mat. Just one leg at a time, bringing your knee up. All right. And then separate your feet however wide you want. We're just going to turn the toes out and open the hips a little bit. You can bring your hands onto your waist if you like. Take in your breath. And as you exhale, bend your knees, open them out, lower down, and then squeeze as you come back up. Inhale. And the next time your knees are bent, just hold your shape, kind of makes a little house with your legs, the shape of a little house. And then bring your left hand onto your left knee or thigh and breathe your right arm up. And then stretch away from that right knee. Pull away. You can come down onto your forearm if you like on your left. Open the shoulders, look up. And press the floor away, come back up. Bringing knees in. Take in another breath. Exhale, open the knees. And right hand on the right knee and lift the left arm up overhead. And come into a side stretch with the knees open. Look up under your arm. Lower down, push the floor away, and come back up. All right. So then coming into center with toes forward. Shoulders, let's loosen them up. And reverse. And we'll open our shoulders a little bit more. Just bring arms around, interlace fingers, and draw your arms away. Shoulder blades together. Lift the heart and the ribs. All right, and we'll lift our chin and kind of arch to the back a little bit here. Breathe. And exhale back. Engage hips and thighs. Take your arms away. And press down in your feet. Lift your body back up to center. Take in another deep breath. Exhale. Lift your arms and hinge forward over your legs. And pause here and just let the back of your legs relax. Your shoulders relax. And now lower your hips, bend your knees, knees over your toes. Push back up and bring arms up overhead. You can separate your feet a little wider now, hip width apart, interlace fingers, and reach up with bent knees. Now just go over to the side, another side stretch. Lift your palms to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale to the other side. Back to center. Just release your hands, separate them. Step towards the front end of your mat still with bent knees. And take your left leg back into warrior one and a few vinyasas here. Pulling in, inhale. Exhale, breathe it out. And then hold, reach, relax the hips, adjust your stance, just improving your posture. So reach up and just lean back a little bit, waking up your back. And then come down, reach for the floor, come into sun pose. Lift your chin. Now bring your right hand inside your right foot and pivot, bringing down the back heel, toes up. Press your right knee open with your right elbow and just kind of lean forward, stretching the inner thigh on the left. And we'll come back into sun pose. So just bring your toes down on the back foot, come into sun. Now just align your feet so that you can come back up into warrior one. And then inhale, pull back, step it in, and just rest for a moment. Get some water. Move around. Notice the difference in your hips. All right. And then just breathing, arms up overhead, interlacing fingers. Once again, turn palms upwards and stretch. Reach. And then release hands, palms facing. Exhale, knees bending. Shift the weight to your left foot and reach back with the right leg into warrior one. And some vinyasa moves. And then into your warrior one, reach up, lift up and back, opening the front side of your body. And then reaching for sun pose, just come down over the front leg. The back foot will probably slide out a little further and lift your chin, looking towards that bright sun. And breathe. And then bring your left hand inside the left foot and pivot to stretch the back leg. And you can also use your left elbow to press the left knee open. Stretch through. And then pivot back to sun pose. And if you need to bring the back foot in just a little bit for warrior one, then just align however works for you and lift up into warrior one. Pull back and step it in. Now, pause for just a moment. Remember how we were working with the light and sending it into the earth until the whole earth was lit up, brightly shining like a star? Just bring that back. That whole visualization, just bring it back into your mind like instantaneously. See the earth. All right. Now we're going to dance upon the earth. So just loosen up in your legs after your warrior one. Ankles, feet. All right, so we'll start with just a thigh stretch. I think we lost, did we lose Pat? I think her internet may have gone away. So lift your left leg, reach for your foot, but turn your hand out, okay? And draw your thigh into a stretch. Bring your foot heel to hip. And then hand on the inside of the foot and lift your right arm up. Press the shoulder back and press your left foot into your hand. Focus on a spot and lift the back leg up into Natarajasana. Keep pressing the shoulder back. Stay lifted and let it down. Loosen up in your shoulders. Reverse. All right. And then stretching the other thigh. Shift the weight to your left foot. Bring the ankle up. Stretch your thigh. Then bring the hand on the inside of your foot and lift your left arm up. Press it back, open the shoulder, and then press your foot into your hand, lifting the foot up. Take your time. You may dance around a little bit, and that's okay. And let it down and come into another standing twist. Loosen up. All right, so after our dancer, we'll come into pigeon. So just bring your left foot and leg forward, bend your knee. Reach back with your right leg. And scoop your chest forward, up and back. You know the chest on a bird and a pigeon. And then walk your hands forward and relax down over your leg into sleeping pigeon. Allow that left hip to relax, your hamstrings. Bring some light into that spot where you feel the stretch the most intensely. Bathe it in light and prana. And then bring your palms back onto the floor. Come over onto your left hip and bring your right leg around. Bring it into position for your twist. Holding on to the vertical knee, and scooping your right arm up. Just reach it up. Bring your hand into mudra. Wrap your arm around that leg and draw yourself, using your arms, draw yourself into your twist. Just look up into your hand and then lower it down behind you, coming a little more fully into your twist using your arms. Breathe and allow your light inside your spinal column, your liquid light, let it flow up and down your spine, both directions at the same time, like the superhighway of your spine. Press both sitting bones into the floor. Bring your right hand into mudra. Once again, bring your arm up to your ear and then come back around. Now just lean back. You'll bring your right leg in front and swing your left leg around to the back for your pigeon. Make sure your knee is facing down into the floor. And you want to bring that your left hip so that it's forward, both hip bones. So lift up. And back. And now just walk your hands forward, overlap your arms or line them up, parallel and lower down over your front leg. Relax and bring in more light. And now just press down on your palms and lift back up. Come over onto your right hip and swing your left leg around for your twist. Bring both sitting bones onto the mat. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. And then scooping your left arm out and up, bring it into mudra. Look up into your hand. And come back around into your twist. Bring your arm down behind you. Use both arms to draw you deeper into your twist. And move the energy inside your spine, your liquid light, up and down, cleansing and bringing a brighter light, creating more light. Now press both sitting bones into the mat and bring your arm up next to your ear, hand in mudra, and then come back around to the front. Just both knees vertical in front now, and just a couple of cat moves to loosen and move everything in the spine. And then roll down onto your back for Savasana. Now, once again, see the earth sparkling in her jewels of light, the star that she is. And know that you're on and within the earth. So you are sparkling too. You created this light for her, and you are also a recipient. And then let it all go and relax deeper and deeper. Connect. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो yo na prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो yo na prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो yo na prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो yo na prachodayat Now, in the stillness, remaining still, notice how you feel. How have you changed in the last hour? What's different about you, your feelings, your body? Your connection to earth, to source, to the light itself that you created. You yourself are a creator being. And now just start to bring some little moves into your body. Notice the sounds around you. Slide your feet together and lift your knees up to your chest for a little stretch. And come to one side and up into sitting. Bring your hands into mudra to seal in all this light and joy and stillness and connection. And then bring palms into Anjali Mudra. recognizing yourself as a creator being. May all your creations be filled with beauty and joy and more light. Namaste, everybody.
Thank you. I was here. I just turned off my camera.
Oh, okay.
Who's this guy?
Oh, there we are.